Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a super important topic, 9 signs she's feeling left out. We've all been there, right? That feeling of being on the outside looking in. So whether you're worried about your bestie, your sister, or even noticing these signs in yourself, this video is here to help you decode the subtle cues and bring back those good time vibes. Let's get into it. Imagine this. You're with your crew, sharing stories, cracking jokes. But then you realize something's off. Your usually chatty friend is unusually quiet. It's like someone hit the mute button on her soul. If this quietness becomes a recurring theme, then it's time to ask yourself, what's going on? Show her you care and let her know you're there to listen. Remember that game we used to play as kids where we'd stare at each other, trying not to blink? Yeah, this ain't that. Back then it was all fun and games, a test of who could hold out the longest without blinking. But now, avoiding eye contact can mean so much more. This is about those moments when you're talking to her, and it's like she's looking everywhere but at you. It's not just a fleeting glance away, it's a consistent pattern. Her eyes seem to be on a mission to avoid yours, scanning the room as if searching for an escape route. Her eyes are darting around the room, suddenly fascinated by the texture of the wall or the pattern on the carpet. It's as if the inanimate objects around her have become more interesting than the conversation at hand. It's like she's physically there, but mentally, she's checked out. Her mind seems to be wandering to a distant place, far removed from the present moment. You can almost see the gears turning in her head, but they're not focused on you. If she's constantly avoiding your gaze, it could be a sign that she's feeling uncomfortable or insecure. Maybe she's dealing with anxiety, or perhaps there's something on her mind that she's not ready to share. Her avoidance could be a protective mechanism, a way to shield herself from vulnerability. Pay attention to her body language. Is she closed off, arms crossed, or fidgeting? These are all indicators that she might be feeling defensive or uneasy. Her body language can tell you a lot about her emotional state, even if her words don't. Remind her that she's valued, that her presence matters. Sometimes, a little reassurance can go a long way. Let her know that you're there for her, that she doesn't have to face whatever she's going through alone. Your support can help her feel more secure and open up in time. Let's be real. We're all a little guilty of being glued to our phones sometimes, right? But there's a difference between casually checking your phone and using it as a shield. If she's constantly on her phone when you're together, it's like she's saying, "Hey, this digital world is way more interesting than whatever's happening here." If her phone becomes a barrier, then it's time to have a conversation. Show her that being present in the moment is way more fulfilling than any number of likes or comments. Sign number 4, the Queen of Rainchecks. Remember those epic plans you made? If she's suddenly become the Queen of Rainchecks, cancelling at the last minute with a million excuses, then Houston, we might have a problem. Look, I get it, life happens. But if she's consistently bailing on plans, it's time to dig a little deeper. Reach out to her one-on-one, let her know that you miss her, and see if there's something specific making her hesitant to join in on the fun. Let her know you're there for her, rain or shine. Sign number 5, lost in translation. Imagine this. You're all hanging out, sharing stories, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. The room is filled with joy, the kind that makes you feel warm inside. But then you notice something's off. Amidst the laughter and the stories, there's a subtle shift in the atmosphere. It's like she's physically present, but mentally, she's miles away. Her eyes might be looking at you, but they're not really seeing you. You ask her a question, and it's like pulling teeth to get a response. Her answers are short, almost mechanical, lacking the usual warmth and enthusiasm. She might be there in body, but her mind, her heart, they're somewhere else entirely. It's as if she's trapped in her own thoughts, unable to break free. Maybe she's feeling disconnected from the group. Perhaps there's something weighing on her mind, something she can't quite share. Pay attention to her verbal and non-verbal cues. The slight hesitation in her smile, the way her eyes don't quite light up. Is she engaged in the conversation, or just nodding along? Is she truly present, or merely going through the motions? Let her know that you see her, you hear her, and you value her presence. Sometimes all it takes is a gentle nudge, a kind word, to bring someone back from the brink of isolation. Show her that she's not alone, that she's an integral part of the group. Reassure her that her feelings matter, and that you're there for her, no matter what. In moments like these, a little empathy can go a long way. Be the friend who bridges the gap, who brings her back into the fold. And soon, you'll find that the laughter returns, the stories flow once more, and the connection is stronger than ever. Sign number 6. She's like a different person. If your friend's usual bubbly personality has been replaced by a flat version of herself, then it's time to sound the alarm. Maybe she's going through something personal, or maybe she's just feeling lost. This drastic change in her demeanor is a huge red flag. Let her know that you've noticed a change, and you're there for her, no matter what she's going through. Sometimes, just knowing that someone cares enough to notice can make all the difference. Sign number 7, the wallflower blooms. Into a cactus? She's become the ultimate wallflower, blending into the background, avoiding any and all opportunities to participate. It's like she's created an invisible force field around herself. Maybe she's feeling insecure, like she doesn't have anything to contribute. Encourage her to share her thoughts, her ideas, her weird and wonderful self. Remind her that her voice matters. Sign number 8, short responses. Remember those conversations that were like a perfectly choreographed dance? The back and forth banter, the shared laughter, the deep dives into each other's thoughts and feelings. It felt like you were both in sync, moving to the same rhythm. Yeah, well, those conversations have been replaced by a series of awkward silences and one-word responses. It's like the music has stopped, and you're left stumbling through the steps alone. It's like she's transformed into a human fortune cookie, dispensing short, cryptic messages. Each response is a riddle, leaving you guessing and longing for more. What are you up to? You ask, hoping for a glimpse into her world. Nothing. How was your day? Fine. These responses are like closed doors, shutting you out and leaving you in the dark. If her responses are consistently brief and dismissive, it's a sign that she's not fully present. It's as if she's physically there, but her mind and heart are somewhere else. We need to show her that we're there for her, that we value her thoughts and feelings. It's important to create a safe space where she feels comfortable opening up. Don't let her disappear into a world of monosyllabic responses without a fight. Engage her with open-ended questions, share your own experiences, and let her know that her voice matters. Sometimes, all it takes is a little patience and understanding to break through the walls and bring back the meaningful conversations you once had. Sign number 9, hermit mode activated. It's like she's gone full-on hermit mode, disappearing from social gatherings. She's traded in her social butterfly wings for a cozy blanket burrito. When someone starts isolating themselves, it's a sign that something's wrong. Reach out to her, let her know that you're there for her, no matter what. Sometimes the best thing we can do for our friends is to remind them that they're not alone. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've noticed any of these signs in someone you know, or if you have any tips on how to support a friend who might be feeling left out. Let's create a supportive community where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. And as always, subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.